Hi guys, welcome to my playtest pitch. I'm going to be going over different concepts such as like what my concept of the game is, what my core mechanics are, what the unique selling point of my game is, and how which mechanics I think were my strongest, which I think were my weakest, and how I'd improve it in the future, what I'd expect from a completed project, and why I think it would be a great idea to continue with in the future if people wanted it. So let's get into the video. So first, my concept is very much Resident Evil 1 through 3, the original games, with a mix of Outlast mechanics such as the hiding, i.e., for example, the hiding mechanic like this. I got the fixed camera point from the idea of the old Resident Evil games, but it is very much a concept built around them two games mixed in with the Seven Deadly Sins genre. Seven Deadly Sins. My the first two, my camera mechanic and my cupboard, my hiding place is very much one of my stronger mechanics, because I found them very not difficult to make, but somewhat interesting to make because it was something I'd not done before. The weaker mechanics, I'd say, is this puzzle for the door, because you have to find out which platform the key is under. The issue with this is the fact that a lot of people would probably find this tedious, mainly if you didn't know where the key is. For example, I know where the key is, it is here, but if you didn't have any idea in the future, any idea how to play it in the future, you would have very much of a confusion. My next mechanic I think could have been improved is my AI, which is coming up. Because this enemy is meant to chase you throughout the level and be stunned if I miss there, but it gives me time to show you the reload, which you come into a safe room similar to how you would save in Resident Evil to reload your taser, which would allow you to go back and stun him like that, which allows me to hide in here, which when he stops, he will have no idea where you are and start running around to try and find you because he has lost your pathing. This is done by having a secondary mechanic with my cupboard, which basically has a secondary box which causes the AI to lose face of you. He can actually cause you to quit the game, like so. Other than that, for the AI, I would have I wish I could improve it in the future, mainly due to it being very rude and being very much the weakest mechanic in my opinion. I do think it could have been improved. I do think it could be improved, mainly because when it gets stuck, sometimes when you are in the hiding place, it does tend to quit you out the game because it gets stuck. One of my I would have basically improved this room as well by having the player have to find a puzzle which would access a door here, which would open this to open this corridor, which would allow you to basically come up here and escape. Some of my mechanics include this. This one is for the AI, which allows you to stun. This one allows you to stun the mechanic. Well, stun the AI and move the AI to move. This one allows you to basically cause the player to quit the game if overlapped. This one is the end state, so when you overlap the box, it'll allow you to quit the game, but it would take you to another level, because in the future there would be the other 6 sins. So the first level would be gluttony. I tried to represent this through the colour palette of the floors. I would improve it by making the walls like bleed food and other stuff. I would also, if people wanted it to continue, I would 100% do the other 6 sins, which would be like lust would be very much because they would embody their sins. It would be very much needed to be it is the unique starting point is that it is in the Seven Deadly, like it'd be a part of hell, so it'd be a part of the 7 deadly sins. I would for a complete vision, I would have a different level for each of the 7 sins. So for example, the tutorial level would be gluttony, then wrath would have its own, and so on and so on. I would have love to add more mechanics, such as like a secondary puzzle here, so you don't just you're not just able to run up and out like I did. I would also I would also add a save set here, so you're not having to restart like I did, and having to run all the way back through and go through and hopefully not get caught again. And I'd also fix his collision. I'd also fix his collisions for because it's here, and it's sometimes when he's chasing you, sometimes it won't trigger. This is how I did the camera. It's very much simple. You just basically, when you overlap on the trigger box, it'd start the collision, then you would go into the camera, and the camera would rotate wherever the player is going. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you would love for this game to continue in the future. Bye bye.